I'm going to share another story from the early years in Self-Realization Fellowship. And I'm assuming people watching this know something about Self-Realization Fellowship, which which may be an assumption on my part, but Self-Realization Fellowship was organized as a nonprofit organization, as a church, uh, back in 1920 by Paramahansa Yogananda when he came to America and he set up this nonprofit Church of All Religions, I think original, maybe it was called, but Self-Realization Fellowship. And it's interesting that he could have called his organization almost anything in the world. He could have called it a church, he could have called it a ministry, but he chose the words fellowship, which to me is indicative of something even deeper and better than a church or an organization. It was about gathering of people together, like-minded people, with love and companionship and people helping people. Anyway, the story that I'm going to tell you deals with Encinitas, California, at an ashram right along the beach there. Yogananda was living there, and there was some kind of celebration going on. They had some event there, and they made this punch, and more people showed up than they anticipated. And that seems to be a reoccurring problem with SRF. They get more people than people just want to come. You know, when Yogananda was there, a great amount of people would show up just going down the road. They would show up. So they had this big crowd there for whatever the gathering was about. And they were running out of punch. The punch bowl was about half gone. And one of the volunteers came up to him and said, Yogananda, we got a problem. We're going to run out of punch very soon. And we got all these, hundreds of people here. And we're going to run out of that. Or anything to for them to drink. And he said, don't worry about it. It's okay. And they told him, well, it's half full already. He said, don't worry about it. It's okay. So the day continued, and the event continued, and the day continued, and time went by. And at the end of the day, without anybody adding anything more to the punch, there was half a bowl of punch still left. I heard the story from somebody that heard it from an eyewitness, so it was fairly reliable. And but it's interesting because it's almost biblical in a way, like the loaves of fishes, and you feed all these people. Well, there was Yogananda, was wasn't turning water to wine, but it was half a bowl of punch in it, never went down, and everybody got some. So there are miracles out there, even small ones. And I just thought I would share this story from the old days in Self-Realization Fellowship when Yogananda was alive. Blessings and peace.